Gentlemen, the undisputed champion, Alycia Baumgardner.
I first want to say I am so thankful to be here, a part of a historic event. I'm so thankful that MVP has taken the time, literally, and given the women the opportunity to showcase their skills, and just be under the lights tonight was an awesome experience.
Alycia, Andrea Sale, ESPN. You haven't been active as you wanted to be the past couple of years. How good did it feel to get back in the ring? And was there any ring rust at all in the early rounds?
Yeah, I was happy to be back in there. You guys have to understand it's been 2 years since I've done a 10-round fight. So just to be back in there to get those rounds meant everything to me. So I was just enjoying every round that I could when I was in there.
I'm curious, did you keep a close eye on the main event? And are you interested in fighting either of those women, or is it really important for you to defend your undisputed titles?
Yes, we have many options. Definitely watch the fight. Definitely would love the challenge with either fighter.
You gave your performance a B+. Why didn't you give it an A, and what did you think you could have done better tonight?
It's a B+ because I know what I'm capable of. I know the skill set that I have. I know the fighter that I am. I know who I'm becoming. And each fight you have to take for what it is. And I just go back to the drawing board and see exactly what I have to work on as an athlete. And I'm excited for that because it only gets better.
Andres Gomez, cornerman, boxing champ. Congratulations on the great fight tonight, great title defense. Earlier this week, we mentioned how this could come down to a battle of the jabs, but you also showed a lot of grit out there tonight. What do you think was the difference maker in this fight tonight?
It was the grit. It was to bite down. Derek said, go forward. I knew that I couldn't get my jab off the way I typically do to find that range, and so we just kept the fight to go forward and just, dig deep.
I would just add you showed a lot of wrinkles. You boxed, you pressed, it was a good performance, fun fight.
Fun fight, yes.
Alycia Baumgardner, CPS Boxing Ring, Christian. Congratulations on your great performance tonight. What's your thoughts when you hear that you have a lot of fans all around the world, but especially in Mexico? A lot of women in boxing admire you, your style and everything. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, my thoughts are I'm so happy and thankful that, people really take advantage of being a supporter. Like, that takes everything, and I really do enjoy that because that's what uplifts me as a fighter. And, mentally we go through so much stuff, and when it comes to that fight night, that one night, it's the fans that keep us going. It's the cheers that keeps us, keeps the energy high. So I'm so thankful for them.
Hi, Ricardo Torres from NBC Telemundo. Congratulations on your win tonight. Can you give me your thoughts on the main event, maybe a little in deep? What did you see? What did you like? What you didn't like at all?
Yeah, I thought the main event was perfect. I think we all were, a lot of fans were probably expecting a fight like the second fight, but these are two smart fighters. They know how to box, they know how to use the ring, they have experience, and I think they made the fight very clear on who the winner was. And again, they boxed smart. You guys have to understand, I know y'all like a bloodbath, but we got brains at the end of the day that we got to take care of. So they did a great job in their boxing and showing the skill set that women do have.
Giandra LaBeouf, Best Women's Boxing Show, period. Congratulations, Alycia, on a hard-fought victory. You mentioned that she was a smarter fighter than expected. What did she do in there? You mentioned that you didn't get your jab off like you would have liked to. What did she do in there that you thought made her a tougher than expected opponent, aside from the interference with your jab?
Yeah, I just thought she had a smarter game plan in terms of what to engage in and what not to engage in. You know what I mean? So, she definitely kept her distance on not wanting to come in. And just like anything, you make adjustments as you go. We have an idea on what somebody's going to fight like, but we also make the adjustments each round. And so that's what I was doing. Like he was saying, boxing, pressing, and making it ugly.
Gail Falkenthal, NY Fights. Talk a little about, now that you're out the other side, working with Derek.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. When you start with a new trainer, you have to get a feel of everything. You have to understand how that's going to feel in the fight. It's one thing to be in training camp. It's another thing to be in a fight. And I liked what I had in the corner this time. At the end of the day, it is up to Alycia Baumgardner to do what she has to do. I can have you in my corner, but it is up to me to decide what I got to do. So at this stage of my life, I need a team that's going to encourage me in there and let me know what I need to do. But ultimately, it's up to me. So I enjoyed my corner tonight.
Congratulations, Alycia. Rodrigo Otero, Bonita Radio, Puerto Rico. What is next for you? You're undisputed champion. You've been undisputed champion for a while. 135, 140. What's up?
Listen, the sky is the limit, y'all. I'm so excited to be with MVP, and I know they have something exciting for me coming up and for the future. So many options to move up to 35, make these big super fights. These are the challenges that I need. I want to fight an experienced fighter who's going to bring just as much challenge as I am. That's what's going to make me great, and that's what's going to make me be set apart from the rest of the women in boxing.
And expect to see Alycia back in the ring before the end of the year.
Yes, that part.
Alycia, just up here. Claressa was ringside tonight. Is that a fight that you feel like MVP can deliver for you?
Listen, that girl's a heavyweight. I'm a super feather, so it gotta make sense. Sir, next question.
Congratulations on the win. From your opinion, what is the next step in the evolution of women in boxing? I mean, this was a big night, and you performed where the lights were shining the brightest, on Netflix, in front of millions of people. What do you feel is the next evolution of women in boxing, and you leading the way as a champion?
Yeah, the next evolution is just women knowing who they are each and every day. I think we've seen through the fight week, with the looks of being a beauty, being a beast, being in our femininity, but also being the warriors that we are when it comes to fight night. So it's just like showing two different sides, but also knowing that we have a job to do and to clock in. And Friday night, we got to showcase that, but also come up here and speak with, poise as a champion and as an athlete.
And you joined the ranks of some of the greatest fights that ever happened under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. What would you say is your favorite fight or your biggest inspiration? Like, man, I want to be like that fighter. Or what fighter was the inspiration for you?
My inspiration just comes from the growth that I want for myself as a woman, as an athlete, and what I'm able to possess in the ring. I've been boxing for 23 years and I'm still growing. I don't even think I've hit my prime yet. So there's just so much more to tap into, and I have a great team who's allowing that to come out.
All right. Thank you, Alycia.
Thank
Let's
you.
give it up for Alycia.